Okay, Aries, I need you to stop everything you are doing right now because what I am about to show you is going to absolutely blow your mind, and I am not even kidding. There are 847 of you watching live right now, and I can already feel the energy coming through my screen, and it is insane. Everyone thinks Thursday is just another regular day, but actually, this Thursday specifically is going to be the day that changes everything for you, Aries. And I have the cards right here to prove it. The first card that just jumped out of my deck before I even started shuffling is the Eight of Swords, and I know what you are thinking. That sounds scary, right? Wrong. This is the most beautiful breakthrough card I have seen for Aries in months. Within the next 72 hours, specifically Thursday afternoon between 2 and 6 p.m., you are going to have a moment where you realize you have been keeping yourself trapped in a situation that was never even real to begin with. The Eight of Swords is showing me that you have been blindfolded by your own limiting beliefs, tied up by thoughts that someone else planted in your head probably 6 to 8 months ago. I am getting chills right now because I can see exactly what this is. There is someone in your life, probably someone you trusted, who made you believe that you could not achieve something you really wanted. They planted this seed of doubt, and you have been watering it ever since without even realizing it. But Thursday, oh my goodness, Thursday, you are going to see through this illusion completely. The woman on this card is blindfolded, but her hands are barely tied, and there are gaps between the swords all around her. She could walk out anytime she wants, but she does not know it yet. That is exactly where you are right now, Aries. You have been seeing prison bars where there are actually open doors. I need to tell you something that happened to one of my clients last week, because this is exactly the same energy I am seeing for you. She was an Aries sun just like you, and she had been telling herself for 2 years that she could not start her own business because she did not have enough experience. 2 years, she stayed in a job that was sucking her soul dry. Then last Thursday, she was in a meeting and her boss took credit for her idea again, and something just clicked. She walked out that same day, and by Friday, she had her first client. By Monday, she had 3. That breakthrough moment, that is what the Eight of Swords is promising you this Thursday. The comments are going absolutely crazy right now. Sarah just wrote, "I can already feel this energy building." And Marcus says, "This is exactly what I needed to hear." You all feel this too, do not you? This electric anticipation in the air? But wait, there is more, because the universe is not done with you yet. The second card is coming through, and oh my god, this is even better. I am pulling the Queen of Cups, and this is where things get really interesting because this card is not about emotions like everyone thinks. This queen is about intuitive power, and she is telling me that your psychic abilities are about to go through the roof. Starting Thursday and continuing through the weekend, you are going to start receiving downloads, visions, knowing things before they happen. The Queen of Cups is sitting on her throne at the edge of the water, and water represents the subconscious mind, the realm of dreams and intuition. She is holding this ornate cup that has handles shaped like angels, which means your spirit guides are working overtime to get messages through to you. I am seeing that Thursday morning, you are going to wake up and just know something. You are going to have this absolute certainty about a decision you have been going back and forth on for weeks. It might be about a relationship, it might be about money, it might be about moving or changing jobs. But whatever it is, you are going to wake up, and the answer is going to be crystal clear. The Queen of Cups is also showing me water energy, which means emotions, but not in the way you think. She is teaching you to use your emotions as a guidance system instead of letting them control you. You know how you have been feeling restless lately? That restlessness is not anxiety, Aries. It is your soul trying to tell you that you are ready for the next level. There is this beautiful shell at the base of her throne, and shells represent hidden treasures that come from the depths. The treasure that is coming to the surface for you this week is a psychic gift you have been ignoring. You know those moments when you get a gut feeling about someone and you are always right? Or when you dream something and then it happens? That is not coincidence. That is your natural intuitive ability, and it is about to become so much stronger. I have to pause here because the energy is just overwhelming. I am getting messages from your guides right now, and they are saying Thursday is significant because it is a portal day. The veil between worlds is going to be thinner, and you are going to be able to access information and insights that are normally hidden from you. My members saw this coming last week when I did the extended forecast, and they have been preparing for this energy shift. The response was incredible. I had to turn off new member notifications because my phone was blowing up all night. Now the third card is coming through, and this one is making me emotional because it is so beautiful. The star card just fell out of my deck and landed face up, and I am getting goosebumps all over my arms. The star represents hope, healing, and divine guidance. But for you, Aries, it represents something even more powerful. The star is card 17 in the major arcana, and 17 reduces to 8, which connects back to that 8 of swords we saw earlier. Do you see the pattern here? The universe is weaving a story for you, and every piece is connected. The star is telling me that what feels like an ending in your life right now is actually a beginning. Look at this card. There is a naked woman kneeling by a pool of water, pouring water from 2 pitchers. One pitcher pours water back into the pool, and the other pours onto the land. This represents the perfect balance between emotion and practicality, between dreams and action. She is naked because she has nothing to hide. She is in her complete, authentic truth. Above her are 8 stars, 7 small ones, and 1 large, bright star. The large star represents your main life purpose, and the 7 smaller ones represent the chakras, all of your energy centers coming into perfect alignment. This is happening for you Thursday, and it is going to feel like coming home to yourself after being lost for a long time. The woman is kneeling, which shows humility and gratitude, but she is also actively pouring water, which shows that she is a co-creator with the universe. That is exactly what you are being called to do, Aries. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start pouring your gifts out into the world. There is a bird in the background, an ibis, which was sacred to the ancient Egyptians and represents wisdom and communication with the divine. Your throat chakra is opening up this week, and you are going to find your voice in a way you never have before. Something you have been afraid to say is going to come pouring out of you, and it is going to change everything. I need to tell you about the timing because it is very specific. The star energy peaks on Thursday evening just as the sun is setting. That is when you need to be outside if possible, feet on the ground, looking up at the sky. You are going to receive a download, a vision, a knowing that is going to set the course for the next 6 months of your life. Comments are flooding in, and I can see you are all feeling this. Lisa just wrote, "I literally have tears in my eyes," and David says, "This is exactly what my soul needed to hear today." This energy is so real and so powerful, and I am so grateful to be here sharing it with you right now. The 4th card wants to come through, and when I tell you what it is, you are going to understand why this reading is so special. The Wheel of Fortune just jumped out, and this is one of the most powerful cards in the entire deck. This is the card of destiny, of life-changing moments, of everything shifting in your favor all at once. The Wheel of Fortune is showing me that Thursday is not just any day, it is a destiny day for you, Aries. Everything that has been building up for the past 6 months is going to click into place. All those seemingly random events, all those weird coincidences, all those people who came into your life and then left, it was all preparing you for this moment. Look at this card. There is a wheel in the center with the letters T-A-R-O on it, which spells both tarot and rota, meaning wheel in Latin. At the 4 corners are the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac represented by their symbols: the angel for Aquarius, the eagle for Scorpio, the lion for Leo, and the bull for Taurus. This represents stability in the midst of change. On the wheel itself, there is a sphinx at the top holding a sword, representing wisdom and the power to cut through illusion. There is a snake going down the left side representing the descent into wisdom, and there is Anubis, the jackal-headed god, going up the right side representing resurrection and new life. This is showing me that you have been in the descent phase, learning lessons, gaining wisdom, sometimes feeling like you are going backwards. But Thursday marks the beginning of your ascent phase. Everything you learned during the hard times is about to pay off in ways you cannot even imagine. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, and Jupiter is making a beautiful aspect to your sun sign this week. This means opportunities are going to start flowing to you from unexpected directions. Someone is going to call you with an offer. Someone is going to recommend you for something. A door is going to open that you did not even know existed. I am seeing the number 10 very clearly, which is the number of the Wheel of Fortune card, and 10 represents completion and new beginnings. Something that started 10 months ago is finally going to reach completion and make way for something brand new to begin. The wheel is always turning, and Thursday it turns in your favor in a big way. I need you to be ready for this, because when the universe decides to move you forward, it moves you fast. Have you been feeling like everything is accelerating lately? Like time is speeding up? That is because you are approaching this moment of destiny. Personal reading spots filled up so fast after I shared this energy forecast in my private community, the response was overwhelming. People are feeling this shift happening and they want to understand their personal piece of it. Now we are moving into even deeper territory because the 5th card is here and it is absolutely perfect. The 4 of Wands just appeared and this card is pure celebration, pure joy, pure victory. But it is not just any victory, Aries. It is a victory that you share with the people you love most. The 4 of Wands shows 4 wands standing upright with a garland stretched between them, creating a canopy of celebration. Beneath this canopy are 2 figures with their arms raised in joy, and in the background is a castle or city, representing security and established success. This is telling me that Thursday is going to bring you news that you need to celebrate, but more importantly, you are going to want to share this celebration with specific people in your life. Someone who has been supporting you behind the scenes is going to be so happy for your breakthrough. Someone who believed in you when you did not believe in yourself is going to get to see you shine. The number 4 represents stability and foundation, and wands represent passion and creativity. This combination is showing me that something you have been passionate about, something creative or innovative that you have been working on, is finally going to have solid ground to stand on. I am seeing a home energy here too. Either you are going to get news about an actual home, an apartment, a living situation that improves dramatically, or you are going to find your spiritual home, your tribe, your people who really get you. The castle in the background represents that sense of belonging and security that you have been craving. The 4 of Wands often appears before weddings, engagements, graduations, promotions, any kind of milestone moment that brings people together in celebration. For you, Aries, I am feeling like this celebration is connected to you finally owning your power, finally stepping into who you really are, and the people who love you are going to be so proud. There is something about Thursday evening or Friday morning where you are going to want to call someone and share your good news. This person has been waiting to hear this from you for a long time. They have been watching you struggle and doubt yourself, and they are going to be overjoyed to see you break through. The garland between the wands looks like it is made of flowers and fruit, representing the harvest of all your hard work. Everything you have been planting and nurturing and working toward in secret is about to bloom in a very public way. People are going to see your success, and they are going to celebrate with you. I need to pause because I am getting another download about timing. The 4 of Wands is showing me Thursday around 4 p.m. specifically. Something is going to happen around 4 p.m. Thursday that sets this celebration energy in motion. It might be a phone call, it might be an email, it might be a conversation, but whatever it is, you are going to know immediately that this is the breakthrough you have been waiting for. The comments section is absolutely on fire right now. Maria just wrote, 4 p.m. Thursday, I will be ready. and James says, I can feel my whole life shifting just listening to this. You all feel it too, this excitement building, this sense that something amazing is about to happen. Now the sixth card is coming through, and this one is going to surprise you because it is not what you would expect, but it is absolutely perfect for what you need to hear. The Five of Cups is here, and before you worry, let me explain why this is actually beautiful news for you. The Five of Cups traditionally represents disappointment and loss, but in your reading, it represents the final release of something that has been holding you back. Look at this card. There is a figure in a black cloak looking down at 3 spilled cups, but behind him are 2 cups still standing and a bridge leading to a castle in the distance. This is showing me that you have been focusing on what went wrong, what did not work out, what you lost, but you have not been seeing what is still available to you and what is possible for your future. Thursday is the day you finally turn around and see those 2 standing cups and that bridge to your new life. The 3 spilled cups represent 3 specific disappointments that happened in your past, probably between 6 months and 2 years ago. One was about love, one was about career or money, and one was about family or friendship. These 3 disappointments have been coloring how you see new opportunities, and Thursday, you finally release them completely. The figure is wearing a black cloak, which represents grief and mourning, but the cloak also represents protection during a time of transformation. You have been in a cocoon phase, Aries, processing these losses, learning from them, growing stronger because of them. Thursday, you emerge from that cocoon completely transformed. The 2 cups that are still standing represent hope and possibility. They represent the parts of your dreams that are still alive and available to you. The bridge in the background represents the path forward, the way to cross over from where you have been to where you are going. There is a river flowing under the bridge, and rivers represent the flow of life, the flow of time, the flow of emotion. You have been standing still on one side of this river for too long, but Thursday you finally step onto that bridge and start walking toward your new life. I am getting a very specific message about forgiveness. There is someone you need to forgive, maybe yourself, maybe someone else, but this forgiveness is the key to everything else opening up. The 5 of Cups is showing me that you have been carrying grief about something that was never your fault to begin with. Thursday evening, you are going to have a realization about this situation, and you are going to feel this huge weight lift off your shoulders. It is going to feel like you have been carrying a backpack full of rocks, and you finally get to set it down and walk free. The castle in the distance represents your ultimate destination, your highest potential, the life you are meant to live. It looks far away in the card, but that is just an illusion. Once you step onto that bridge, once you turn away from those spilled cups and start walking toward your future, you are going to realize that your dreams are much closer than you thought. My DMs have been absolutely flooding with messages from people who are feeling this exact energy of release and renewal. The breakthrough stories I am hearing are incredible. People are literally transforming their lives in real time. The 7th and final card wants to come through now, and when I tell you what it is, you are going to understand why this entire reading has been building to this moment. The Sun card just appeared, and I am actually getting emotional because this is the most positive, most joyful, most successful card in the entire tarot deck. The Sun represents success, vitality, joy, achievement, recognition, and everything good that life has to offer. But for you, Aries, the Sun represents something even more powerful. It represents you finally becoming who you were always meant to be, shining your light so brightly that everyone around you benefits from your radiance. Look at this card. There is a bright golden sun with a face, representing consciousness and awareness. The sun has 21 rays coming from it, which is the number of completion in numerology, showing that you are completing a major life cycle and beginning a new one. Below the sun is a child riding a white horse, and the child is naked, holding a red banner. The child represents pure joy, innocence, and authentic self-expression. The white horse represents spiritual power and purity of intention. The red banner represents passion and life force energy. This is showing me that Thursday marks the beginning of a phase of your life where you get to be completely authentic, where you do not have to hide or pretend or make yourself smaller to make other people comfortable. You get to be exactly who you are, and people are going to love you for it. The child has no saddle on the horse, which means you are going to be riding on pure instinct and trust. No more overthinking, no more second-guessing yourself, no more analyzing every decision to death. You are going to start moving forward based on what feels right in your body and your soul. Behind the horse is a brick wall with sunflowers growing over it. The wall represents the barriers and limitations that used to hold you back, but notice that the sunflowers are growing right over the wall. Your joy, your success, your authentic self-expression is going to grow right over any obstacle that tries to block you. Sunflowers always turn their faces toward the sun, and that is what you are being called to do. No matter what drama or negativity is happening around you, you keep your face turned toward the light, toward possibility, toward hope, toward your highest potential. The sun is ruled by the actual sun, which represents your core identity, your ego in the healthiest sense, your individual spark of divinity. This week, you are going to remember who you really are underneath all the conditioning and programming and other people's expectations. I am seeing that by this weekend, people are going to start commenting on how different you seem, how confident you seem, how radiant you seem, how magnetic you seem. This is because you are finally aligned with your true self, and when you are in alignment, you naturally attract everything you need. The Sun card is number 19 in the major arcana, and 19 reduces to 10 and then to 1, representing new beginnings and individual power. Everything we have talked about in this reading, the breakthrough with the Eight of Swords, the intuitive downloads with the Queen of Cups, the hope and healing with the Star, the destiny moment with the Wheel of Fortune, the celebration with the Four of Wands, the release with the Five of Cups, it all leads to this moment of pure solar power with the Sun. Thursday is your solar activation day, Aries. The day you remember that you are made of the same stuff as stars, that you have the power to create and transform and illuminate everything around you. I need to take a breath because the energy in this reading has been absolutely incredible, and I can feel how much this is resonating with all of you. The comments are still pouring in, and I can see that this is exactly what so many of you needed to hear right now. Let me bring this all together for you because I want you to understand how these 7 cards work together to tell your story. We started with the Eight of Swords showing you breaking free from mental limitations. Then the Queen of Cups showed you accessing your intuitive power. The Star showed you aligning with your highest purpose. The Wheel of Fortune showed you that destiny is moving in your favor. The Four of Wands showed you celebration and community support. The Five of Cups showed you releasing the past completely. And the Sun showed you stepping into your full power and radiance. This is not just a reading about Thursday, Aries. This is a reading about the rest of your life. Thursday is the activation day, the day it all begins. But what begins on Thursday is going to continue unfolding for months and years to come. I want you to remember something very important. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and you have more power than you have been using. Thursday, you remember this power and you start using it consciously. The universe has been preparing you for this moment through everything you have experienced, every challenge you have faced, every disappointment you have overcome, every small victory you have celebrated. It has all been training for this next phase of your life where you get to play at a completely different level. I am so honored to have been able to share this energy with you today, and I hope you can feel how much love and support is surrounding you right now. Not just from me, but from your guides, from the universe itself, from everyone who is meant to be part of your journey going forward. Thursday is going to be a day you remember for the rest of your life. Years from now, you are going to look back and say, that was the day everything changed. That was the day I finally became who I was meant to be. The energy is still building, and I can feel that we are all connected in this moment, all moving toward our highest potential together. If you want more of this energy, you know where to find me. But for now, just know that you are so loved, so supported, and so ready for everything that is coming your way. Subscribe now. Your future depends on it. Thursday is going to be absolutely magical, and I cannot wait to hear all your breakthrough stories.